What's up, guys? My name is Brandon. You guys can call me Swifters, and welcome back to a brand new Fortnite video here on my channel. Today, I'm so excited to be bringing you guys 5 new locations that may be coming to Fortnite Battle Royale. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a ton of super awesome concepts that were created by members within the Fortnite community, and it's possible that some of these new concept locations may actually just be coming to the game, possibly in an upcoming update, or maybe with the release of Season 5. Now, before we do get started with today's video, I do want you guys to let me know right now down in the comment section below what are some new locations that you guys would love to see the developers add to the map. Now, it's obvious that the Fortnite map has undergone massive changes since the Battle Royale mode came out back in September of 2017. We've received a ton of new locations and points of interest on the map. Not only that, the map appears to be changing every single week. In addition to all of that, in a recent community address by the developers of the game, they even said how they really want to change the dynamics of the map on a weekly basis. So with all of that in mind, it's really possible that over these next couple of weeks and with the release of Season 5, we could start to see some major changes in the Fortnite map, and it's possible that some of the locations that we're going to be talking about in today's video may actually just be coming to the game. So the very first new location that may be coming to Fortnite Battle Royale, possibly with the release of Season 5, is called Dusty Docks. As you guys can see, this is a really awesome and unique looking ocean and beach concept, and clearly it's in the very center of the map, right where Dusty Divot currently is. Now, this is an area I could definitely see coming to Fortnite, especially given the fact that it's currently summertime. I know all of us are probably on summer vacation, we're hitting the beach, we're hanging out with our friends, so adding a beach concept to the Fortnite map is definitely something that may be coming soon. Now, this new area was created and submitted over on Reddit by a user named Trillmill, and as you guys can see, if Dusty Docks does actually come to Fortnite with Season 5, we may receive some new things as well. Imagine if we add a new vehicle in the game. For example, the only current vehicle in Fortnite is the shopping cart, and if Dusty Docks does actually come to Fortnite, we would need a boat to get across this giant area of water. It would be really cool if a boat functioned similar to the shopping carts, so I could definitely see a boat getting added to Dusty Docks and maybe even Loot Lake as well. In addition to that, we may start to receive some new summer-themed skins because, as I said, it's currently summertime, we're all on summer break, so I could definitely see the developers starting to add more fun and summer-themed ideas and skins into Fortnite. As you guys can see, we've got characters wearing flippers, snorkels, and lays. We've also got a beach towel glider and a sunbrella. In addition to that, we have some really funny pickaxes, including the sand spade and the pool noodle. So moving on to our next location we may see coming to Fortnite Battle Royale, this is sort of another summer themed idea. Here we have Wild Waters. This was submitted over on Reddit by a username HitDemFolks328, and as you guys can see, it's positioned down on the southern portion of the map, and this concept was actually created before Lucky Landing was even added to the game. Now, I don't know about you guys, but Lucky Landing is a location on the map that I never go, and obviously the developers added that area to entice people to go to the southern portion of the map, but obviously no one is going there. On top of that, the reason why Lucky Landing was added to the map is because of the Chinese New Year. That was back in February, however, the Chinese New Year is long gone, so I'm a little bit confused why the developers have decided to keep Lucky Landing in Fortnite Battle Royale. And as I've said before, it's already summertime and it's summer vacation. All of us are hanging out with our friends. Hey, maybe we're even going to water parks. So I do think that having a Wild Waters location in Fortnite Battle Royale would allow people to maybe explore the southern area of the map a lot more. And as you guys can see with this map as well, it's not exactly located where Lucky Landing is. So if the developers maybe want to keep Lucky Landing in the map and also add Wild Waters to the left of it, I think that could also be a really cool thing, and maybe it would entice people to go to the southern area of the map more than they already do. But imagine if we had a medium-sized water park in the map containing maybe 4 to 5 chests with 7 to 8 potential chest spawns. It could be really awesome. There could be chests on top of a few select water slides. There could also be inside souvenir shops and locker rooms that you typically have in a water park. On top of that, how awesome would it be if we could actually interact with the water slides? Epic is slowly adding more interactable things in the map, so imagine if there were water slides in the Fortnite Battle Royale map that we could interact with and actually slide down to get from point A to point B within the Wild Waters area. I think that would be so awesome, and it's definitely something I could see the developers possibly adding to Fortnite just because it would fit with the fun and wacky theme that Fortnite Battle Royale has. So moving on to the next location we may see coming to Fortnite Battle Royale, possibly with the release of Season 5. This is a super awesome old western town. This is called Tumbleweed Turf. As you guys can see at this location, you would find pretty much anything you can think of regarding an old western town. We've got a general store, a saloon, a hotel, a bank, a post office, and so much more. I can honestly see the developers adding something like this to the game just because it would definitely fit the fun and creative theme that Fortnite Battle Royale has. Now, this really cool location was created and submitted over on Reddit by a user named Shuttle the Cusp, and he actually created it before the release of Season 4, and as you guys know, with the 4.0 patch update that introduced Season 4, we also received Risky Reels, which is rather close to where this new Tumbleweed Turf area may be found. At the same time, Tumbleweed Turf could be a very small western town situated between Risky Reels and Anarchy Acres, so even though we now have a new area up on the northern portion of the map to the right of Anarchy Acres being Risky Reels, I could still see the developers adding a new western town to that area because it's not too close to Risky Reels and it's more so situated to the southern portion of where Risky Reels may be found. Now, Tumbleweed Turf doesn't even have to be a big location on the map. It could be a small western town, and because of that, it could be perfect for shootouts with enemy teams. So moving on to the next location that may be coming to Fortnite, this is a really awesome idea, and it's a place I would absolutely love to see the developers add to the game. This is called Pirate's Paradise. As you guys can see, it's located on the bottom left-hand corner of the map, in between Flush Factory and Greasy Grove. Now, this particular area of the map is a place I know a lot of people have been requesting the developers add a new area, and Pirate's Paradise could be that perfect place. Now, with Pirate's Paradise, it could definitely fit the summer theme just because it's basically another type of beach. However, unlike Dusty Docks, which we previously mentioned, Pirate's Paradise could literally be a new beach just because you wouldn't really be able to go anywhere farther than the sand because anywhere off of the map into the water would obviously cause you to die. But clearly, with Pirate's Paradise, there would be a ton of pirate ships you'd be able to go on. You can get some loot that could be found possibly in the crow's nest or underneath the pirate ships. On top of that, there may be palm trees, huts, and so much more. I honestly think that Pirate's Paradise could be a super cool location to add it to the game just because this huge gap in between a Flush Factory and Greasy Grove is an area that's very much untouched, and I honestly think that if we have a new location added to the bottom left-hand corner of the map, a lot of people may actually start going there. Now, Pirate's Paradise was created and submitted over on Reddit by a user named ReadItFam, and honestly, as I said, I could definitely see the developers adding some sort of pirate concept into the map, whether it's in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, or maybe they decide to do it on a different area of Fortnite. However, I do think that a pirate-themed idea, whether it's a new skin, a new point of interest, maybe even the Season 5 theme being pirates, could be a super cool addition to Fortnite Battle Royale. So moving on to the fifth and final new location I know myself and a ton of other people within the Fortnite community would love to see the developers add it to the game. This is more so a map concept rather than one specific location. Regardless, it is so awesome. I would love to see the developers add it. This is a new train route. As you guys can see with this new concept, we have train tracks going across the entire Fortnite map with multiple different stops. We have one at Pleasant Park, Shifty Shafts, Fatal Fields, the Container Yard. On top of that, this train could go through multiple tunnels around the map. We have a southwestern tunnel, a southeastern tunnel, and I think it would be so awesome if this train also went through the tunnel that can be found over by Tomato Town. Now just imagine, you and your squad are playing Fortnite, you're making your way across the train tracks, and all of a sudden you hear a train horn coming. You start to hear the wheels behind you, and you need to run or move away from the train tracks because that train could potentially run you over and down you. Overall, I think adding a train route concept to Fortnite Battle Royale could be a super awesome addition, and I know for a fact the developers could execute this and implement it into the game perfectly. So guys, there you have it. Those were 5 new locations that may be coming to Fortnite Battle Royale, possibly in an upcoming update, maybe even with the release of Season 5. Now, I honestly think that a lot of these locations may actually be coming to the game, just because, as I mentioned before, I know a lot of you guys are on summer vacation, and a lot of these new areas are summer themed. But let me know in the comment section below if there are any other new areas you guys would love to see the developers add to the map. Regardless, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to drop a like down below, subscribe if you're new. With all of that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be sure to catch you guys later.